So in this session, we'll start with the endocytosis. So what is endocytosis? Endocytosis is engulfing of any molecule into the cell or into the body. We call it as the endocytosis. When you split the word endocytosis, okay, so here endo means intake. If it is being added with the exo, throwing out, right? Endocytosis, exocytosis. However, this endocytosis, it is an active process. Endocytosis is an active process, which means that endocytosis will take place by utilizing the ATP molecules. So there are different types in the endocytosis. Endocytosis takes place by different mechanisms, and the mechanisms are, the first one is phagocytosis. The first one is the phagocytosis, and the second one is pinocytosis. Pinocytosis, and the third one is receptor mediated endocytosis. Receptor mediated endocytosis. So firstly, the phagocytosis. Phagocytosis means here engulfing of the solid particles will take place. Okay. In case of the phagocytosis, engulfing of the solid molecules will take place. And this phagocytosis, it is usually done by two types of cells. We see the phagocytosis getting done by two types of cells. We call them as professional cells and non-professional cells actually. Professional cells are the one which will strictly participate in the phagocytosis process. Non-professional cells, they undergo phagocytosis but not very efficiently. Okay, they undergo phagocytosis but not very efficiently. Whereas the more efficiently like phagocytosis undertaking cells are called as a professional phagocytes. So those professional phagocytes are firstly the macrophages. Professional phagocytes are macrophages. And then we have neutrophils. And all other immune cells. Okay, other immune cells, they all undergo the phagocytosis process. What are these macrophages? What exactly are the macrophages? These are the cells which engulf the foreign bodies and kill them. Okay, macrophages are the cells which engulf the foreign body, especially the pathogenic organisms, and destroy them are called as the macrophages. So we come across different types of macrophages, right? If you remember, so Kupffer cells in the liver, alveoli macrophages in the lungs, isn't it? So these are all different types of the macrophages which will engulf the foreign solid materials and destroy them. Then neutrophils. Neutrophils are also a type of the immune cells which will work on the viral bodies. So likewise all the other immune cells, these are all the professional phagocytes. On the other hand, we have non-professional cells. Non-professional cells, we have epithelial cells. Epithelial cells, like we just spoke about the linings of the small intestine, right? We have spoken about the linings of the small intestine. The linings will undergo the endocytosis, but coming to the epithelial cells of the lining, where they are being sticked on. So those epithelial cells, will undergo some sort of the phagocytosis, not the complete phagocytosis process, not an efficient phagocytosis process. So we call them as the non-professional phagocytes and the professional phagocytes. Then coming to the pinocytosis. Okay, we'll study the phagocytosis and pinocytosis process in detail. We'll first see what are they actually. Pinocytosis, this is engulfing of the liquids. This is engulfing of the liquids. So here it is engulfing of the solids and here it is engulfing of the liquids. Since the phagocytosis process is majorly engulfing of the solids and the pinocytosis is majorly engulfing the liquids, there is a very common name which has been given to these two processes. That is, phagocytosis we call it as cell eating. We call it as cell eating, and pinocytosis we call it as cell drinking. Cell eating and cell drinking, because it drinks the fluids or it drinks the fluid molecules and it eats the solid molecules, right? Then coming to the receptor mediated endocytosis. So now coming to this receptor mediated endocytosis, here specific ligands. Okay, what is a ligand? What's a ligand? Huh? A charged molecule can be called as a ligand? Yes? So a charged molecule. So there are specific proteins, okay, there are specific ligand molecules which cannot be engulfed either by the phagocytosis nor by the pinocytosis. So such specialized ligands, okay, such specialized ligands are being engulfed by the receptor mediated endocytosis process. Okay, so phagocytosis, so it is engulfing of the solid molecules. Pinocytosis, engulfing of the liquid molecules or liquids. Receptor mediated endocytosis, it is the engulfing of the specialized ligands. Okay, clear? Yes. Now coming to the phagocytosis in detail. So we have seen what exactly is the phagocytosis. Now we will see how the phagocytosis process takes place. Okay, let us imagine we have a plasma membrane. Plasma membrane. Now there is one solid molecule which is present. A solid molecule has been present. Now this has to be engulfed by the cell. The first and the foremost process what happens here is there will be receptors usually like this. On the plasma membrane there will be phagocytic receptors. We call them as phagocytic receptors. These molecules have to come and bind to the phagocytic receptors, or the phagocytic receptors will draw the molecules towards them. So now what happens? These molecules will come and bind to the receptor. Now, once there is a binding of the receptor and the molecule, there is an activation happening on the plasma membrane. Once the receptor ge ee molecule bandu bind aad takshana, there is a sort of the activation happening on the plasma membrane. Plasma membrane mele ಒಂದು activation aad takshana, immediately on the plasma membrane some globular proteins called as actin proteins. Actin proteins ello odidira? Where have you studied the actin proteins? Cytoskeleton, right? Actin proteins are the globular proteins. So as soon as there is an activation happening in the plasma membrane, these actin proteins will come and bind to the plasma membrane. And there is an actin polymerization happening. There is an actin polymerization happening. Now let us understand what exactly is the actin polymerization. See, for the phagocytosis to happen, for this molecule to be engulfed, this plasma membrane has to form the pseudopodia around it and engulf it. Yes? ಹೌದು ತಾನೆ? ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮಾ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನು ಈ ತರ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಳಗಡೆ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಹಿಂಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಂದು ರಿಸೆಪ್ಟರ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಈಗ ಇದು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ the plasma membrane has to grab it inside. So the plasma membrane has to form the finger-like projections which are called as the pseudopodia. For the plasma membrane to form that pseudopodia, it should have some flexibility. Isn't it? It should have some flexibility. But remember, plasma membrane is not flexible because it is made up of lipid bilayer which is having so many transmembrane proteins and etc. It is not that flexible. Now, to give that flexibility to that portion of the plasma membrane, there is actin polymerization. So, when the actin polymerization takes place, now the plasma membrane can form the finger-like projections called as the pseudopodia. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಈಗ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಆ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಬಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಏನಾಯ್ತು? ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ, ಸಿಗ್ನಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಸಿಗ್ನಲಿಂಗ್ ಆದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಈ ಆಕ್ಟಿನ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಬಂದು ಆ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮಾ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸೂಡೋಪೋಡಿಯಾ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ನ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಗ್ರಾಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬೇಕು ತಾನೆ. ಗ್ರಾಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ? ಫಿಂಗರ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮಾ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ ಮೇಲೆ. ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮಾ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಫಿಂಗರ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮಾ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಅಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಿಪಿಡ್ ಬೈಲೇಯರ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೊಬ್ರು ಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ದ ಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ, ಆಕ್ಟಿನ್ ಪಾಲಿಮರೈಸೇಷನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ಪಾಲಿಮರೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂಥರ ಎಣ್ಕೊಳೋದು. ಆಕ್ಟಿನ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ಆ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮಾ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂಥರ ಒಂದ್ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ನ ಎಣಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ಎಣದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಎಂದಾಗ ಆ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅವಾಗ this plasma membrane will undergo finger like projections like this. ಈ ತರ finger like projections ನ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇದನ್ನ ಒಳಗ್ ತಗೊಳುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ತರ ಫಿಂಗರ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಳಗ್ ತಗೊಳುತ್ತೆ. You got it? And here we have the receptor present still. ರಿಸೆಪ್ಟರ್ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಇದೆ. ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ನ ಒಳಗಡೆ ತಗೊಳುತ್ತೆ. ಒಳಗಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಎನ್ಹಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಚ್ ಮೋರ್. ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಎನ್ಹಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So finally it gets pinched off. So finally ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಪಿಂಚ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್. ಒಳಗಡೆಗೆ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಪಿಂಚ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಪಿಂಚ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇನ್ ರಿಸೆಪ್ಟಾರ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಈ ರಿಸೆಪ್ಟಾರ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ವಾಪಸ್ಸು ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮಾ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ಗೆ ರೀಸೈಕಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ರಿಸೆಪ್ಟಾರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಒಳಗಡೆಗೆ ಉಳಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ರಿಸೆಪ್ಟಾರ್ recycling. We call it as receptor recycling. ರಿಸೆಪ್ಟಾರ್ ವಾಪಸ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್, ಫುಡ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Now this is called as, okay, this is called as phagosome. ಇದನ್ನೇನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? This is called as the phagosome. Now this phagosome, okay, this phagosome is combined with the this phagosome combines with the primary lysosome. ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಇದು ಫುಡ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬಂದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ತಾನೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಒಳಗಡೆ ನಾವು ತಗೊಂಡಿರೋದು ಯಾಕೆ ಅದನ್ನ? ವೈ ಡಿಡ್ ವಿ ಎಂಗಲ್ಫ್ ದ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್? ಯಾಕೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಒಳಗಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡಿರೋದು? ಅದನ್ನ ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ತಗೊಂಡಿರೋದು ತಾನೆ. ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು? ಫಾರ್ ದ ಡೈಜೆಷನ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಕಂಬೈನ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಲೈಸೋಸೋಮ್, isn't it? It has to combine with the lysosome. So now it combines with the primary lysosome. Primary lysosome is a fresh lysosome. Okay, primary lysosome is a fresh lysosome which is just formed by the Golgi complex. Golgi complex ಇಂದ just form ಆಗಿರೋ ಲೈಸೋಸೋಮ್ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು? ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಲೈಸೋಸೋಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದ್ರ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋ ಎಂಜೈಮ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಎಂಜೈಮ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಲೈಸೋಸೋಮ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋ ಎಂಜೈಮ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಲೈಸೋಸೋಮ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಇದು ಎರಡು ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎರಡು ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಆದಾಗ we get a structure like this. We get a structure like this, which is now called as the secondary lysosome, which is now called as secondary lysosome, or otherwise this structure is also called as phagolysosome. It is also called as phagolysosome. Now the digestion takes place. So ivaga digestion agate. Digestion adaga lysosome will completely circulate that material. Idu complete digest agogutte. ಸೊ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಿದು? ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಲೈಟಿಕ್ ಎಂಜೈಮ್ಸ್, ಇದು ಫುಡ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್, ಇದು ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮಾ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್. ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಮೂರು ಏನಾಯ್ತು? ಎರಡು ಏನಾಯ್ತು? ಎರಡೂನು ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಯ್ತು. ಸೊ ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇವಾಗ ನಮಗ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿ, ಇದು ಫುಡ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಹೌದಾ? ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅದ್ರೊಳಗಡೆ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ತಾನೆ. ಅದ್ರೊಳಗಡೆ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಲ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಬೀನ್ absorbed into the cell. So here nutrients are absorbed into cell. The nutrients are absorbed into cell. Once ಸರ್ತಿ absorption ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ, ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಪ್ಷನ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಉಳಿಯುತ್ತೆ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅನ್ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಉಳಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ಹೌದಾ? ಅನ್ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಪ್ಷನ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಉಳಿಯುತ್ತೆ? ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದು ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅನ್ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಉಳಿಯುತ್ತೆ. So this unwanted material is thrown out through the exocytosis. The unwanted material is thrown out through the exocytosis. This is how the whole phagocytosis process takes place. Clear? Huh? So phagocytosis ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Phagocytic receptors ಇರುತ್ತೆ. There will be phagocytic receptors, and these receptors will attract the food molecules or any foreign body. Those molecules will come and stick to the receptors. Once there is a receptor and molecule combination complex formed, now there is a signaling or the activation in the plasma membrane, wherein there is a actin polymerization happening. Once the actin polymerization takes place, the pseudopodias are being formed. The pseudopodias on the plasma membrane are formed. Pseudopodia on the plasma membrane are formed. Now, using these pseudopodia, the food material is being engulfed inside. The food material is engulfed inside, and later it forms a vesicle by returning back the receptor to the plasma membrane, which is called as the receptor recycling. Now, the vesicle which has been formed is called as a phagosome. Which is called as a phagosome. This phagosome combines with the primary lysosome to form a phagolysosome or secondary lysosome. So now this secondary lysosome undergoes the digestion process. During the digestion process, all the materials have been broken out by the digestive enzymes and the wanted materials are been absorbed. Okay, all the nutrients are been absorbed into the cell. Unwanted materials have been thrown out of the cell through the exocytosis process. Through the exocytosis process. Clear? So this is about the phagocytosis. Note it down.